Okay, welcome to the very first episode of What She Needed podcast. I am very excited to see you here. I just wanted to make this really short and quick episode to basically walk you guys through my thought process, because I've gotten a lot of questions since I've announced that I'm launching a new podcast, new-ish podcast, about what happened to the old one, if I'm gonna keep it or I'm gonna whatever. And so I just kind of want to run through why I decided to change the name of the podcast and what you should expect for this season of the What She Did podcast. So first and foremost, the Do Good Legacy podcast, we did quite a few episodes of the Do Good Legacy podcast, and it was such a good podcast. I really, really enjoyed it. But about, I want to say 4 or 5 months ago, I realized that the name of the podcast wasn't something that excited me. There was no yes, this is I felt, not that I didn't feel proud, it just doesn't, I don't need to explain it. I feel like as I'm saying this and as you're watching this, you get it. Sometimes, these things happen. This is part of, running a brand and changes and evolutions and all the things. And I also think back to when I created the Do Good Legacy podcast, and I was such a different person. The person I am today versus that podcast was just so different. So about 4 or 5 months ago, I remember I was like, I want to create a new name. I think I want to launch a new podcast. What do I want it to be about? And it came to me on a walk with Rosie. And I thought to myself, you know what, this is it. And it just felt so right. It felt so easy. I kept saying the What She Needed podcast with Gemarilla, the What She Needed podcast. And it just felt so aligned with me as a brand and what I aspire to give to you guys as my audience, as my community. As someone who has, I think, built a pretty reputable brand over the last 11 years that I've been online, one of the things that I think is a significance of who I am as a person is all the changes I've had in my entire life and that I've brought you guys with me along that journey. And if there's things that I wish I could have told myself at a younger age, what were those things? And so that's why I feel the What She Needed podcast is an actual perfect name and more aligned with what I am creating. So I'm excited for you guys to see these. There's going to be, the quality of the delivery is going to be significantly better. I'm going to do a lot of these solo episodes. I'll either do them here in my home or I will do them in a studio. We'll see as time goes. Every single guest video will be in person. It'll be at a studio. So I'm very excited about those. Those are just so fun. I've already filmed a few of them. We have a bunch coming up in the next coming weeks. So you will see that. Yeah. And it's going to be guest episodes in Miami, in New York, and wherever I go traveling. So I'm very, very excited about those guests that are going to be on. So far, the guests and their stories are just so, so valuable. So I'm very excited for you guys to see that and what's to come. In terms of what the solo episodes will be about, a lot of it will be asking you guys in my community. So make sure if you aren't following me on Instagram to head over there and follow me on Instagram. Subscribe here and you can drop the comments below. What is it that you want to know? I really want to open up the curtain of where I want to take my business, where I want to take my brand, what is next for me. I think as a brand, and I continue to evolve, one of the big things I'm doing in 2026 and 2027 is I will be writing a book. I'm very excited about this book, and getting more on stages, really telling my story. I love to speak. If you've ever seen me live in person speaking, I transform the stage, transform the audience, and I'm very, very passionate about that. A lot of what my programs, my containers will add will be a lot of that. Will be a lot of how do I help other people create more of a brand, create more of that impact, create more of that legacy, because that's really, truly what I love, and it is why I do what I do. And I'm excited. I'm excited to get into it. I'm excited for you guys to be here. So if you have not already, hit that follow button wherever you're watching this. Thank you for being here, guys. I appreciate you more than you know. I continue to do what I do because of you guys, because you're here, because you watch me. Like I said, I wouldn't have made it this far if it wasn't for you guys. So on the other side of this, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I hope you guys enjoy this season of the What You Needed podcast.